Facebook online, YouTube online, and Twitch is bringing up the rear. Alright, looks like we're online on Twitch as well. Here we go. Let's see. Let's spin the old wheel of chaos. 750, nice. We're picking up extra gold. Black or green? I'm going to play that today, but let's do the quest first. Let's go with elves. We worked on elves a little bit yesterday. At some point in the past, I transitioned this from a mono green to green and black, and I don't know what I was thinking when I did that, because it's not, it functioned horribly yesterday. Oh, there goes the other one. So we might keep tweaking it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. Looks like the computer's got to wake up a little bit this morning. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so this is what happened last night when I worked on it. Is for whatever reason I'm getting a lot of hands early, so my black to green mana ratio is way off. And I've got to take a look at that. I also have a ton of cards in the deck, and so I'm thinking what happened is I threw a bunch of stuff in to see what would work, and I never decided how to finish. And so I just left myself with an unfinished deck, and then I forgot about it. And now I'm running it going, what is this mess? Alright. Let's get in for a little bit of damage here and get this party started. Let's see. I find this interesting. It looks like there's control going on, but I'm guessing the plan is to equip that to something. All right. All right, see what we get in for here. Or is there going to be something flashed in? Nope, no flash. Okay. We could see a wrath spell. No. Interesting. If I can get some land out, I can actually destroy... oh, it's not this one, though. Do I have the other Vivian? There is a Vivian that destroys artifacts and enchantments. I guess I don't have it right now. Alright, let's send our Death Touch elf. If it gets blocked, it kills, so... try that out. I do not like the resource comparison at the moment. Our opponent is hitting land drops and we are not. Okay, that's a little better. Although our opponent also has all of their land untapped. So are we swinging into something? What are we looking at here? I lose indestructible and hexproof? I didn't have indestructible and hexproof. Okay. Let's go here. I think it's going to get countered, but let's try it. Yeah, I kind of expected that, but something was going to have to get countered, so. Okay. Is there a win con in our opponent's deck? Okay, good. No negate there.
Scholar's vengeance, and I'm coming for you next. Stomping time.
Alright, so I'm thinking if I go back to the drawing board, I think I'm going to take these out. I'm not sure what else I want to take out.
I'd like Stomp down.
I don't know. And there's Teferi. So this is the win con by annoyance deck, where you annoy your opponent until they walk away, which is what is about to happen. I'm not sitting around for this. Frankly, I was already annoyed before Teferi came out. I was very annoyed. Alright, I'll take one shot at it just to see if we can attack Teferi here. Maybe slow this thing down and maybe find some mana or something, but I feel like there's too much maybes here for all the resources our opponent has. I mean, card draw, land, control, so everything I have is potentially going to be wiped off the board. It's like, Alright. And it's also slow. I think that's the thing, and it's not just slow as in it's going to take a lot of turns. It's slow like that, but it's also slow and in, as in our opponent is just dragging every play out. Like, it'd be nice if they could just play a little faster. Yeah. See, that wasn't even... I'm glad I got that out, but it's not even that much of a help because everything I have in my hand right now needs black mana, and I've got nothing. Like, this is... I don't know. Death is inevitable at this point. I don't know why I'm still playing it. I think I'm going to bounce. Okay. I'm just wasting my time here. We got to cut some stuff. This deck is... It was bad last night. I had to wake up and kind of get a fresh look at it. It's really bad. I'm questioning whether I should have made the switch. Well, so I think the reason why I made the switch to black and green instead of mono green anymore was I've been seeing a lot of good elves in black coming out with different sets. And so I wanted to see what it would look like to make the switch. So far, I can't say I'm particularly happy with the way it looks. But I also I haven't set it up very good yet. So it needs some cuts. It needs to be tuned a little better to really get a good analysis. So let's tune it a little bit at least. So I don't think we need any of those for sure. We're still sitting at too many cards in general. I don't remember why I wanted to make the switch to Death Touch either. But let's cut some of it out. So now we still have some of the Death Touch. Again, I'm not even entirely sure what made me think of that. Okay, let's run this real quick and see what happens. So we've tuned it a little bit. We've tuned it. It might function much better now. It might not. Might not. Got the mint coffee this morning. Mint mocha mint, whatever. I don't know if you guys have Aldi, but they sell that for the holidays every year. Hello. Oh, sorry. I'm not going to try to pronounce your username there. Annie? I just did try to pronounce it. I lied. I said I wasn't going to, and I did. Yeah, what's going on? Are you waking up early? Because I don't know where you're at, but it's early for me. All right, so it's already running more efficiently than it did up to this point. I've gotten a better mana base, gotten a better curve so far. Uh-oh, health. What ails you? Oh, I think I should have went. I wasn't paying attention. I should have went Forest, Steel Leaf Champion. That would have been a much better play. Bad English. Remind me where you're from. You're not from Portugal, are you? I'm trying to remember. So I've had some different people. Poland. Oh, that's sweet. What time is it in Poland? Oh, wait, let me guess first. You're what? 7 hours ahead? I think I was right on. I think you are exactly 7 hours ahead of me. And I love that you guys use a 24-hour clock when you respond. Because here in America, everybody only wants to use the 12-hour clock. And having been in the military, where we use a 24-hour clock. Yeah, because see, I get 1342. And I just feel like that makes so much more sense. Because here somebody would have said 1:42 p.m. Like, yeah, I mean, I understand that too, but I don't like it. So, let's see, it is what? I'd still say mid-January. What's the weather like mid-January in Poland? All right. Snowy. Oh, that's cool. Well, okay. So maybe it's cool, maybe it's not. So for me, I really enjoy seeing the snow, but I could care less about it actually being around. I find it extremely annoying, but beautiful. So it's always a mixed bag. I am in Oklahoma, United States. Raised in Alabama, United States, but I have visited many places. Spent almost a year in Africa in 2014. And I would say, so we actually have had a little bit of snow here, but we are far from a snowy part of the country. But we've had a little bit. There's an awful lot of mutate going on this creature, and the hexproof has actually got me kind of stumped. Because this particular deck I'm running, I don't know if I have anything to deal with the hexproof. Oh. Nope, that's not what I thought it was. Never mind. I got all excited. It's like, yeah, it's not what I thought it was. I have to remember what I've got. I either need something to make our opponent sacrifice that, or I need some kind of board wipe that doesn't target it. I will say that's the best use of the mutate that I've seen so far, because most of the time when I see mutate, it's too easy to just remove, and then you've put all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. And so, yeah. Huh. I really need a board wipe, and I'm really stuck here. I don't think I can get around this. Alright, I'm going to take that. I'm going to take the damage, because if I can't figure something out, I mean, we're in a pickle anyway. Interesting. Okay. I think I'm going to go here. So this will give me card draw, which I kind of felt like I needed more than anything, and still leaves up enough mana to cast something else. So we could go Death Touch and get rid of that. And it doesn't even have Trample, so that's nice. And then all we have to do is survive everything else. So it still depends on what our opponent has in hand. But we might be able to start moving around this. I don't know. I need to actually go down a land. Since I've got the hinge, I've got extra mana. Let's do that, yeah. Wow. So much mutate. How do you get so much mutate? Yeah, that's the game. So if I could have kept that on the field, it would have been fine. I didn't have enough removal. Didn't have enough removal for that. Well, and I had the Assassin's Trophy the whole time, but with that hexproof, I don't know. Which I guess I could have used it on that turn. But I think I could have only targeted the other. So that did play better, but I'm still not sure that I care about having it green and black. I still think mono green is... So, okay, so here's what we get. And I don't even need this. This gives me a little bit of removal, but not a lot. It does have a payoff, but it doesn't necessarily fit the deck. So really, at this point, the only thing I'm getting is the Poison Tip Archer, which I will say is good. I do like it. And some targeted removal in Assassin's Trophy, which is really good. Unfortunately, I don't want to use the wild cards for more of them right now. Other than that, and then I'm running this. I don't know what I think of this one. It's not a usual elf that I run in an elf deck, but I have to say this has kind of moved away from a usual elf deck for me anyway. But let's try it this way. But I might have too many land now. What if I drop 22, 23, 25? Yeah, we're still... Okay, so that's 25. And that puts me at 65 cards. Let's run that. Yeah, I think I just got bored. I had mono green elves forever, and maybe I started seeing other people running elves, and I was like, okay, well, then I don't want to run my elves, because I always want to be different, whether that's good, bad, or not. Okay, this is a keeper. We can make our elves stronger and get resources from them. All right, growth spiral. So Yorion. We're gonna see ramp. We're gonna see all kinds of stuff here. Okay. I actually think I'm going to go ahead and get some damage in. So even though I have all that I could use for mana to cast stuff, I think this time I'm just going to swing. I'm going to be a little more aggressive here. Not to mention if there's a board wipe, I probably don't want to empty my hand, which is a huge amount of discipline for me, because normally I would just empty out my hand and then not be ready for the board wipe. But I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to be patient and disciplined. I cannot believe it. So that we can actually rebuild. Which, playing Historic Best of 1, you pretty much have to, because everybody in Historic Best of 1 is running board wipes everywhere. Just tons of them. Okay. No, I want to do that. I want to go all attack, pull that one back. Come on, click. There we go. Okay, so now we either have to see a board wipe or I think we've won. Oh, we won. Nice. Very nice. I still don't think I'm crazy about the deck. I don't think it did anything special. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm gonna leave it. Go to something else. Not impressed. It was mildly fun. Um, but I'm still trying to knock out this quest. Something new for this season. I just brew all the time. Like all the time. But see, Kaldheim, I'm going to use Kaldheim. I know there's cards coming out in the new set that I can use to. So I've had a Giants deck already. Matter of fact, let's play it real quick. So I know that Kaldheim will bring some support to my Giants deck. I think there's going to be some really cool opportunities to build for Angels. Which is always a pretty tough deck to begin with because of the curve. They're always such a high CMC that if you really want to go like truly tribal, then Angels is really tough to do that with. But you can kind of go quasi tribal, like kind of tribal. Oh, you want to go control? I hate control. I want to play too fast. I think that's my thing, and so I don't like to play with or against control. Let's go red. So the thing is about control for me is I get it. Like from a competitive, from a Magic standpoint, from a even really from brewing. Like I think it's cool. It's really cool from a brewing standpoint too. I think what gets me the most is just the speed of the game. I don't want to sit around and kind of twiddle my thumbs while the opponent's playing all their cards, and I don't want to put things down and just have an empty board for half the game, and then finally the opponent wins with one creature because they've got everything else locked down. I don't find that to be interesting play, but I completely get it. Like I have two. I have two decks that I qualify as control decks, and I always hate playing them. I really only have them because I wanted to, just mess around and brew something different. Let's go here first. So this deck is all about giants, and I really like it. It was at times strangely consistent during the last season. Massacre Girl's gonna wipe the board. But I think the support that we're gonna get from Kaldheim is gonna make this deck way more consistent. So I've actually dropped quite a bit. I made Mythic last season for the first time. It was a really great run, and I've been stuck in Platinum all month this month. It's been horrible, just absolutely horrible. Just stuck. Don't watch spoilers from Kaldheim. Don't want to destroy myself. The new card. Yeah. Well, so here's what I waited until the official previews came out. So when all the leaks were out, I didn't look at those for similar reasons. But now that all the official previews are out, I've been checking them out. I go to MTG Goldfish is where I go, um, and I follow them on Facebook and see everything they do. Yeah, I mean it could be worse as far as the rank goes, but it's just been so frustrating this month. I guess this year too, but this month has been so frustrating. Especially after having such a great month last month. Um, it was so good. So our opponent has managed to wipe everything we have off the board, but has no cards in hand. So we're in a really good spot here. Oh, I should have gone white so I could use... Oh well, that's fine. I can do it here, I think. Yep, we'll do it there. No, I don't play meta decks. You are absolutely 100% right. I intentionally stay away from meta. Which is funny because there are some decks out there that I appreciate that are meta decks. And so what tends to happen, and it's funny because I do this with other things in life too. It's just a weird quirk I have. Because what tends to happen is if I really like a meta deck, I'll wait until nobody's playing it anymore, until like a new set comes out, and then I'll go back and play the deck that used to be the meta deck. Okay, so they're going to get something back here. Fiend Artisan. Nice. And now they've got cards in hand. I actually do like Rakdos Sacrifice. What I don't like, and I guess it's still in Historic, but it's not in Standard anymore. I don't like that Cat Oven shenanigans. That drove me crazy. It was good, though. And I think that's the other thing is I can appreciate when something's good. Still doesn't mean I care for it, to play it or to play against it. But yeah, Simic Flash. Yeah, I don't think it's a stretch to realize that's not one of my favorites because it's so annoying to play against. Um, Gosh. So here's kind of a dilemma. We can swing in and lose what we have, or wipe the whole board. Yeah, I know, I know. I don't think I have anything else. Oh, yeah, it's been a while since I've played the... That's so stupid. I haven't played this deck in so long, I forgot that I have... What? Oh, my goodness, I need to drink more coffee. I forgot the whole point of the deck. The whole point of the deck is that the board wipe doesn't wipe out my giants, and I'm sitting here going, I don't want to wipe out my whole board. Wow, I'm not awake yet. Isn't it sad? I built the deck and completely forgot what the card says. Reading the card explains the card. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. See, and here's what's really funny. This is what's cool about being a streamer, is that was ridiculous. That moment where I'm going, I don't want to wipe out my whole board, and I'm sitting here with giants and realm cloaked giant, and it's just like I don't know, a brain lapse, right? That is the kind of thing that up until this last year would have kept me from streaming because I would have been embarrassed. Now I'm like, that's hilarious. Of course, no, I'm not embarrassed. That's so funny. Like, I can't believe how funny that was. But it is more funny than you realize because my personality would not have let me um, laugh at that I couldn't stream up until this last year because I would have been too embarrassed. I'd have been like, "Oh, look how much of an idiot I am." Now I'm like, "Can you guys believe how funny that was?" Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and get. And here and I was the here's the other thing. I was watching my mana base because I needed planes so that I could cast it. So I was the whole time I'm thinking I need to make sure I've got enough planes so I can wipe the board, and that's the whole game plan. Uh, a lot of streamers, but I can't like stream don't have something to stream. So I actually didn't know much about streaming until recently. So I've got two boys, teenage boys, um, and they watch a lot of streaming. They probably watch more of it on YouTube than Twitch. I don't even know if they have Twitch, but they so they watch a lot of streaming, and that's kind of how I got turned on to it. I don't watch streaming. Occasionally, I'll watch somebody just long enough to get some ideas, but I have no idea what is good streaming or bad streaming other than I turned on a couple times to see what the fuss was about. Why do people watch streaming? So I turned it on, um, and I saw what I saw. I thought was, to be honest, I thought it was boring, and it was because the guys that I saw streaming, they just weren't interacting well enough. They were very either focused on the game and not focused on conversation or different things. And I thought, if I were going to try to stream, I want to keep talking, which is interesting because I've noticed I don't know if I could stream all day. So right now I only stream in the mornings for about an hour and a half until my day job. So I have to start work here in about, I don't know, less than an hour. Well, I appreciate it. I really do. So I've got maybe 30 minutes, give or take, before I've got to get off. But I talk almost nonstop when I stream, and it's because when I turn on a stream, I've noticed that one of the things I don't like is for the person who's streaming to just be boring, I guess. And so you may not, well, I mean, you said you do. That's great. I'm glad you have fun. But a person may not find me that entertaining, but they're going to have to listen to me for an hour and a half if they watch my stream, because I just think that streamers who don't talk much are boring. So okay, let's go with we'll get our planes down, so we'll have our card. But here's the thing: I don't think it's going to matter. There hasn't been a creature played yet on our opponent's side. I don't think we're going to even get the chance to play our giant, our realm cloaked giant. So I don't think our win strategy is going to pay off this time. I really need to play against creature based decks with this build for it to really make sense. Because right now I'm just casting into counter spells. Yeah. Casting into counter spells, and I know it. Alright, let's go ahead. See if we can't deal a little bit of damage. Okay. So I know this one can deal damage with its -2. But okay, so target creature or planeswalker. So we're safe until for now, but we've got to remove it because I know its ultimate will hurt us. And maybe that's our opponent's game plan, is to kill us with the ultimate of Narset. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I'm going to go cultivate. So I don't want to give up too much of my resources on the board because I'm expecting a board wipe. So let's hold what we've got. Okay. Was it 6? Oh, see, that's what's going to kill us, I think. Okay. Maybe if this gets countered, this will get through. And since this one has haste... Oh! Did you notice that? That went down too fast. I don't think there is a counter. Maybe it's a Settle the Wreckage? I don't know, I've got to take my chances, though. I don't think we can let Narset ultimate, so I've got to take my chances. Okay. There was no settle or counter. I think we got lucky. I don't know if we're lucky enough to win the game. I don't think we're that lucky. I think we're going to lose, but... Okay, we knew that was coming. We'll go red. I don't think it matters. I don't think any of it matters. Yeah. This deck is built to beat creature-based decks. It's not gonna... I don't think there's any chance here. Let's see. And see, now our opponent's got to discard draw. And so there's just too many resources to keep up with. We're finally getting some card draw from the Hinge, which is why I really, really like the Hinge, because it goes in really all the decks I build. But... Oh, it got exiled? That's a smart card. Because I needed that in the graveyard. Okay, well. That's that. Yeah, I finally got some card draw, but we're just not even coming close to keeping up. I think this is the last turn I'm going to take. Oh, that's my last basic land. So let me guess, another one? Yeah. So now, I mean, there's card draw every time something gets destroyed. I mean, the only opportunity I might have is if they manage to draw themselves out. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's possible, I suppose. I mean, I am at 24 life. Maybe it's worth finishing to see if our opponent just draws himself out. We can't let Narset ultimate though. But so far there hasn't been any other win con. So is that actually 23 is still not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so that's not enough to cast it. That's just enough to do the adventure. See, if it were me, I would go ahead and ultimate even if you lose Narset. Because that is your win con. I haven't seen any other win con. Yeah, I've got nothing. I've got nothing. I don't think even waiting is worth it. It's not worth it. All right. Still hanging around. I was at the Plateau yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? I don't know. Wasn't that long ago. Like we were on the way to finally get out of Platinum. And then backwards we went. What do we got in the card here? Meh. Okay, so I was thinking about another deck to play. Oh, I know what I was thinking. You mentioned the sacrifice. I do have an old I do have a really old build. This is one of the first decks I ever built on Arena, so it's been changing for a long time now. I've kind of worked on it recently. I think I might go with it the way it is. I need to look around and see what cards I'm missing. I wonder if I can pull up some of the meta decks on my phone. Because I don't want necessarily a meta deck, obviously, but I don't mind being inspired by the meta. Alright, hang on. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to multitask. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to help my wife put a necklace on. Alright, you got to come in here and... Alright. Sweet. Where is it? There it is. Is that where you want it? Awesome. Okay. Let's scry out the gate. And we'll keep that. Very good. Okay, let me think. Where do I want to go? I used to have some really good sites that I would go to looking for, let's see, to see what the meta was. Let's actually go with an untapped land so we can get the Butcher out early. And then we can go with our tapped lands after that. Actually, we can play, we've got 2 more cards to play while we play our tapped land, so I think I want to get Cruel Celebrant on the board. Ooh, yeah, I think I've got enough right now. Let's scry that away. Okay, so we know we're going to lose the Butcher, but we're going to get benefit from it, and we'll just send that damage right back at our opponent. So we're kind of in aggressive mode here. which is really the mode I like to be in anyway. I'm all about being in aggressive mode. Okay, let's see if this... I can't remember which app I used to use. Oh, I haven't seen Legion's in a long time. I used to run that. I don't know if it's... I don't know. Okay, I need the two... Let me think. I need 2 white for that, but I only need 1 here if I want to go... Let's go here and get Teysa on the board. Okay, maybe this isn't the app I used. Oh, I can go look at MTG Goldfish. See what the meta decks are there. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. I meant to move that land. I don't need another land right now. Ugh. Okay. Oh, I should have waited. I should have waited until I could have had a Broodmoth or a Mothra on the board before I cast Kroxa, but it's okay. I think we swing. See if we can take something down. Okay, I don't like the Pridemate sitting there. I have to figure that out. Luckily, the Broodmoth is not legendary, so I can put another one on the field. Well, they can't, but they can't trigger each other because you have to be not flying. But since I do have it flying, I can go after... I can go after those planeswalkers in the air, and they won't be blocked. Okay, we'll take that. Let's see. Let's start by getting rid of that one first, and then we'll go after Sorin. Make sure we don't have to deal with any more Pridemates at the moment, at least coming from that source. Alright. And then next turn, we should be able to get rid of Sorin. Okay, so the historic metagame. This is from the last 30 days. Euro mid-range. That's oh, what's that called? So green and blue is Simic, but then when you add black, what is that? That's I can't think of the color combination. Then there's... Oh, okay. So this, it's a Jund sacrifice. But my guess is it's probably mostly Rakdos with just a splash of green to make it Jund. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, I think the only thing... I don't see anything green about it. Why is it saying... So for some reason... Oh, collected company. Okay. I guess that's green. Alright, I'll go there. Interesting. So yeah, the Jund sacrifice is a pretty big deal. And I want to maybe get in collected company. I just haven't used my WoW cards, but I've got several decks that I think that card would go really well in. It's just a great card. But okay, so we're gonna have to have a blocker because we can't take that out yet. Okay, let's for sure take care of a Johnny. And then I'm thinking... Okay, we can block... I might not even block the Vanguard. I think we'll just leave the serrated Scorpion. To block the Pridemate. So we just have to hope it doesn't get removed. I'm kind of banking on that. That's probably not a good idea. Okay, still looking at the meta of historic goblins, which that's no surprise to me. I've seen a ton of goblins. But actually I saw more last season. This season I've run up against maybe 1 or 2 goblin games. Okay. So as long as we can block the Pridemate this turn, I don't think we're doing too bad. Gruul aggro, which I like Gruul. I just like to play it a little different so that it's not a meta deck. So I've got a Gruul trample deck that's a lot of fun to play. Rakdos Arcanus. Gotta remember which one Arcanus is. Okay, of course it's running Lurrus. Okay, Dreadhorde Arcanist is the one that gets an instant or a sorcery back when it attacks. I've tried it a little bit. Not a huge fan, but looks like a decent deck. Young Pyromancer is in that deck. Okay, and then what is this? This just says blue-green. I don't know what that means. What kind of deck is that? Let's see. Okay, so... I think we keep the Butcher to block. Fortunately, our opponent still has nothing in the air. So the Butcher can block the Pridemate and get rid of that little vampire. Or, since it triggers twice with Teysa, we can go after Mavrin. Let's do that. Oh, Paradox Engine. Interesting. I need to find some life gain soon. Gonna be in a pickle for sure. Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, really, I'm having to set up to block next turn. My life total is getting too low. Okay. So,
The undead make great minions. Loyal
let's go here.
and
And let's go.
I do love a good death wail.
So Teysa comes back. Dreadhorde Butcher gets rid of... Well, they won't get rid of it if they pay the 4 life, but we'll make them pay the 4 life. And we're going to get card draw. And we have blockers. So that... nice. I don't know if Liliana saves us, but it's going to be close. Oh, okay. Now we can get rid of the Pride Mate. This is good. We might have... Liliana may have saved us. Let me think. Do I want to... I think I need to keep Liliana around. So which one was better to block with at this point? I think Teysa. So I think I will attack. Maybe I should have just left them both up to block in case one gets removed. Yeah, that probably would have been a better idea. Probably would have been better. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, you've got to attack. You've got to try to take her off the board. I'm going to go ahead and lose Teysa, which I will say is unfortunate. She's done a lot of work, but I think your job here is done. Alright, we'll go land. We don't want to go Midnight Reaper because I don't have enough life gain yet. Cruel Celebrant will help us get some life back, though. The Butcher... Oh. Nice. Oops. There we go. Okay, so Kroxa can block Vanguard. So now... Now we're really set up. Oh, and I forgot I can just create a zombie to block too. Nice. Okay. I think we turned this thing around. I don't know how we lose at this point. Something's going to come out to make me regret saying that. Something's coming. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do that since we know we have to uptick.
Good help is easy to find in war.
And since we have zombies, I guess there's no need to hold those back. Okay, I'm still kind of looking through the meta real quick. Azorius control, which makes a lot of sense. I see a ton of control. What was that? Oh, gain twice X life. Okay, I mean that, I guess, helps stick around, but there's nothing. I don't know. I can't play Midnight Reaper yet because I'm not gaining enough life. I don't want to be that vulnerable yet. Okay, let's go ahead and get some more cards. And trigger and trigger everything. Oh, and there's Teysa. Okay. So I know they're gonna pay the 2 or 4 life rather, but we're gonna get everything to trigger again by sacrificing our creature. And this time with Teysa on the board, it's a double trigger. No, I think I'll wait. And then, what do I have? Oh, see, I don't have much over here. Does our opponent have anything? Not a lot. This is one of the few times Rise of the Dark Realms isn't going to do a lot of work. Usually that's like the most amazing card to play because it does so much. I guess I might hold. Oh, it's got Vigilance. Yeah, we'll swing with that. So there's an Azorius control and an Azorius aggro in the meta right now. Of course, there's the green-white collected company. Skyclave Apparition, that deck. Orzhov Auras. I don't remember that one as much. I'm going to have to look at that. I do remember seeing it once, but not a lot. You know what? Let's just go ahead and play a Midnight Reaper. We've gained some life. Oh, I didn't even know you were gone because my, I know the thing on my stream, the counter is off. And so it doesn't actually tell me, I don't know. It tries to tell me how many people are on, but, oh, I was actually looking forward to finishing that out. Oh goodness, I'm getting tired. I think I'm gonna run this deck one more time and I may have to call it. I mean, I'm getting close to my time anyway. Oh, I've been looking through the historic meta on MTG Goldfish, seeing if I can get any inspiration that I'm actually not going to completely use because I don't want to completely play a meta deck. But, I mean, if there's something I like, I might draw from it. I'm looking at this Orzhov Auras. Okay, so we can scry, but both of these early lands are tapped. We do have an early play there. It's not a great hand, but I'm going to keep it. See if I can make something of it. Probably should have played the Scryland first. Oh well. Yeah, so looking at this Orzhov Auras, I can already see, like, I would not play Thoughtseize. That's not a card I would play. Return from your... Okay. I might play that, but I don't think I have any. Okay, let's get the Butcher on the field. What is that? Cascading Cataracts. Huh, I haven't seen that in a long time. Is this going to be... Is this going to be a Paradox Engine deck, maybe? I think this is Paradox Engine. And I think Cleansing Nova is gonna maybe be what saves us here. Oh, those are indestructible. Oh, but he only cast it once, he didn't kick it. Interesting. Okay, so I think the game plan is to be aggressive, because that's always my game plan. And then I think we're gonna try to time this Cleansing Nova. Oh, that's interesting. Our opponent has their own Cleansing Nova. Oh wow, I really got to draw some land soon. So now I'm thinking, I see why the Sacrifice is such a popular deck right now. Because especially in Historic, there's so much board wipes that you get advantage from that when you get the triggers. Aetherworks Marvel. Huh. I still think it may be too soon. Well, not that I can. I'm so far away from being able to play my Cleansing Nova. I'm sitting here thinking it's too soon for my Cleansing Nova. But, yeah, it's too soon because I can't play it. Oh, and I'm still not drawing land. But I might somehow manage to win this game with 2 land. I don't typically consider this to be that much of an aggro deck, but... I don't know, I'm guessing we're going to see that Cleansing Nova. Interesting. Oh, I finally have another land. Too bad it's coming in tapped. So, I think we'll go here. Okay. We got our opponent down to 3, but I'm still sitting on only 3 land. I do have a mountain coming. Did that say Fall of Thran? Are you kidding me? You have got to be kidding. No way. No way. Oh, did not see that coming. Well, I have to say, as horrible of a play that was, I'm kind of impressed, but what kind of person do you have to be? Do you have no morals to play Fall of Thran? Oh my gosh. I can't believe this. I mean, the odds of coming back at this point. I was already off to a bad start. I mean, I guess I can play it a little further out and see. Maybe if I draw a couple of swamps and start removing creatures from the board. Because luckily there's not a lot of other win cons. Oh, what a horrible draw. Well, I think that does it. I think that does it. Oh, what a horrible way to go out. Fall of Thran. Oh, what a bummer. But see, this is what is so frustrating is I hate losing and going back and sticking around platinum forever. But I kind of appreciate that deck. I haven't seen it. Like, I love seeing things I haven't seen, especially when they work well. I just hate being on the losing end of it all the time. I feel like I get stuck on the losing end of it all the time. But I totally appreciate that deck. See, that's the kind of thing I want to steal. I want to steal that. I don't necessarily want to steal the meta stuff because I see it too much. But when I see somebody throw that out there, I'm like, oh, that was so cool. I just hate losing. Oh, well, I got to get out of here. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. It's been a blast. Yeah, do all the subscribe, follow, like, share. Go to all my social media. Check it out. Share on social media. Rev Band-Aid on Instagram. Yeah, go check that stuff out. Appreciate it. I appreciate the help. I appreciate the support. We're going to try to grow this stream so I can keep talking. I'm tired of talking at the moment because that's what I do. All right, thanks so much. I'm going to get out of here. See you.